All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome. I said I was going to stop out to Nick Stone's, and here I am. I finally made my trip to the home of the Manimal, Nick Stone and Manimal Chassis. And Nick, first of all, I wanted to say thank you for being part of the series. You've been a supporter right from the get-go. You were our first champion, and now this year you're going to do some stuff, give some stuff away. Again, take us through what you're going to give away at the banquet this year for these drivers. And that's what I want the drivers to understand. We don't give this stuff away. These guys are nice enough, product sponsors, to give stuff away for the drivers through us. So it's coming from Nick. Go ahead and tell us a little bit about what you're going to give away.
Okay, we got a gift certificate that's spend $500, get $100 off. We got our traction grabber, Danny Johnson grinding disc. Seems to be the popular thing now. We're also got a Sherwood wheel we're going to give away. It's a choice of silver or black, a 3 or 4 inch offset.
And we were talking, that's non-beadlock, no chrome.
Non-beadlock, no chrome.
Don't come in with a champagne taste. You're not going to get that. You're going to get McDonald, all right? Just kidding. But that's awesome, man. I appreciate that. Tell us a little bit about, I know we were talking earlier in the season. I know your season didn't go as well as your first season with us did. You managed to charge back from like 18th in points up into the top 5. Tell us a little bit about, you said something about the car wasn't maybe going right at first, and then you got some secrets from a speed guy and kind of helped you get going there.
Yeah, well, of course, when we build a car for our house car, we always try different things. So, of course, we'll probably struggle for a little while. And which we were struggling at the beginning of the season. We were okay, be a little competitive. But then we got a little, about mid-season, and we were kind of getting frustrated, actually. And then we actually had Robbie Speed and his crew guy kind of give us some tips, a couple things to try out. And the one thing we tried out was almost like a night and day change. And then we just tweaked it from there. And we got the car where we like it now. So
that's nice. I like that story. You hear that? The 2015 champ got help from the 2016 champ. People helping people. It's what we do at King of Dirt. All right, tell us a little bit about, you got a beautiful setup, as you guys can see behind us. Bulldog rear ends on sale for $17.95. Steel tube, dirt car legal. You got a lot of nice products in here, Nick. Tell us about some of the bigger products that you move a lot of, and pretty much you have everything in stock that guys could need in a pro stock.
Yeah. Well, we got all 5-star body stuff in stock. We even got some street stock stuff in stock. Some body panels for them. But pretty much anything you need as far as bodies go, we got them for a pro stock. We also got our, as we said, we're giving away a Sherwood wheel. We keep those in stock. We have bead locks. We have the standard 3-4 inch offsets. We even have 5-on-5 lug on in stock now too, nice, for the guys that run those. And of course we got all our little stuff here, from Zeus buttons, springs, Zeus buttons, rivets. We got exhaust, which we'll even do a custom exhaust for guys here. Bring their car in, we can put them in. We keep fuel cells in stock. All-star products. We got a lot of stuff. We got your A-arms. Pretty much if it bolts on a pro stock, it's here.
Nice. I mean, I look around too, folks. I see you got exhaust pieces, oil pans. You know what I mean? You got the A-frames, like you were saying. If you need it, stop in and see Nick Stone at Stone Motorsports. From what I understand, he tells me that upstairs is stacked full of parts too, you said, right?
That's right.
My knee's not going to allow me to waddle up there and check it out, so I'll take his word for it. And if you don't mind, want to take a look in the shop and see some projects, we'll be right back with you. All right, part 2, here we are. We're still in the Manimal shop. This is where the magic happens. This is the workbenches, the magic place. This is where you find all that nasty speed that Nick shows everybody every Friday and Saturday night. And there's a couple of projects that he wants to talk about. First, we want to show you a little bit about what Nick does on cars. He's got a beautiful one being made for Jason Meltz.
Yep.
Jason Meltz, beautiful. He's moving up to pro stocks this year. I believe that'll be a Valley car then.
That will be, yep.
So that's what we showed you at first when we panned through. Tell us a little bit about some of the stuff on the car, Nick. I know you mentioned something about a bolt-on piece on the front now.
Yeah, we started doing a couple of them now, but we make the whole front end a bolt-on, and the bumper is a bolt-on. Basically, anybody can repair it themselves if they get wadded up or whatever. But those are some of the new things we're doing. Basically everything else is very similar to what I've been doing. It's been working well. when we make changes, it's always small changes like this to make things easier to work on and you know, stuff like that. But pretty much, I build them all very similar. You might see some things that look different, and it's usually stuff like this, the bolt on, some welded, but other guys will ask for different stuff. They may look a lot different, but generally, most guys tell me to build it how, you know, how I want to do it. And that's pretty much what we do. So.
Nice. Now Nick's got that car for Jason Meltz. He also has in-house a car that's going to Canada for Jocelyn Raw.
Yeah.
Roy, we'll call him. We'll call him Roy. JR. You got a car for Mr. Him and a car for Shane Playford as well. So Nick's busy, and he's also pumped out some cars already this year. So it's busy time. This is a special project. We kind of talked you into showing with us first. This is something you're working on as far as being a replacement front clip, because as we were talking, the stock stuff's getting harder and harder to find. Tell us a little bit about this and how you designed this, you know, to look kind of like the horn so that it looks stock. And
well, this is what we pretty much built. All the mounting points are exact same as the stock Camaro frame. Basically, it's 2x3. It's going to be a little bit lighter. We tried making it as close to the weight as we could to keep everybody on kind of a same even playing field. But pretty much it still takes the Camaro lowers, all your Camaro steering parts. We did design it so it's got a little bit lower frame so you can use a metric spindle on it, because it's a shorter spindle, and it will still, with just an adjustment on the upper A-arm, you'll be at the same as the Camaro stuff. But other than that, it's the same. Bolting points are the same. We came out with the horns like this to kind of maintain the stock look. That one I cut off, but but it will also accept the large radiator, which most guys are running. I build my cars to use a smaller radiator, which helps take a little weight off the front of the car. But basically, you could do that with this too. You just put a smaller radiator.
Well, I got to be honest with you, man. This is pretty innovative and revolutionary, I think, for the Pro Stock division. As we get further and further into the, you know, going on years after years, as you know, we were talking. I've had this conversation with a lot of guys. Stock stuff in the junkyard is getting pretty hard to come by. So if you can find something at a reasonable price that you can just kind of weld on and then bolt all your stuff on without having to change a whole lot with your car, I think it's a great idea. You know, and it's nice to see you're working on some stuff that's innovative. So I'm sure a lot of the Pro Stock guys will appreciate that. Yes. As long as we can get them through tech, you know what I mean?
Exactly. And this cuts the labor time down too.
Yeah, yeah. Oh,
which is huge for me.
Oh yeah. Well, I thank you for your time, for letting us stop in today. Thank you for what you do to support the you know, the drivers and the series, and you know, I look forward to seeing you on tour again next year. I appreciate it. Nick Stone, ladies and gentlemen, from Stone Motorsports. That's all for today. Nick Squire's behind the camera. We'll see you guys at January 14th for our banquet. We're gonna rock out.